Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Couch Potato Queens, RuPaul's Drag Race Recap Podcast. We are talking about Season 13, Episode 4 today. I am joined by my two lovely co-hosts. Why don't we start in the middle? How you doing, girlfriend? Detroit's premier queen of mean.
I'm doing wonderful. Anybody who's watched UK Drag Race is on this wild 2 seasons at once fantasy with us. So, welcome aboard, everybody. Happy to be here.
Yeah, and of course, on the right, Detroit's queen of being seen, Josh Mendelson. Josh, you are muted. Let's unmute you quick, Hanny.
What a fabulous entrance, Sam. I love being seen, obviously. I'm so excited to be here. We're having a great week at the Couch Potato Queens. So.
We really, really are. So I think we should just dive. And also, we've got a special guest coming on later who we are so excited for. The fabulous V. Martin, a local little drag dabbler now and then. I may have put together a mix for them before. So, y'all, this season is really good for Drag Race US. I mean, UK is making it, is raising the bar on the performance side, but in terms of just a general season, this is a very promising feel to it.
Yeah.
Alex, what do you think?
So far, I'm really liking this season. I was a little hesitant with the 3 episodes with no elimination, but I think that they have really ramped us up for a good season so far, and I'm really liking this format. Since we're not covering Drag Race UK, I would like to know from our viewers in the comments, just shoot us some of your opinions on UK in the comments. We'd love to hear what you guys think about it since we're not covering it. So
I'm gonna give my opinion. Canva slides, Jenny Lemon. Yes,
we love us some Jenny Lemon.
I'm obsessed with Jenny Lemon. Jenny Lemon was, spoiler alert, robbed this week of the crown. Robbed.
Oh, okay. We have Taste is the moment. Taste is the trade of the season. Taste was Taste gives me face that last episode. That was a stunning mug. But I don't know if Taste is giving me. We'll see. We'll see if Taste can live up to the hype.
I hope someone else here wants a slice of Jenny Lemon, but I think we all agree on this, guys. I don't have to be the Megan McCain today.
The noise that the 3 of us made was a collective gay gasp when we saw Ginny Lemon's ass through that dress. That was the reveal of the runway.
What a moment. I mean, it's one thing to show your ass, like when you're detox, or one of these little, like a traditionally sort of attractive queen with like a tight. I mean, that was like hairy dude butt. Like, there was nothing elegant about, and that was what made it so jarring and so much fun. Anyway, I'm excited to get into this week's episode of Drag Race, Season 13, Episode 4. We start off with the winner's circle in the workroom. Oh, we got one more opinion on Drag Race UK. We love Ginny Lemon. Also think Joe Black should have stayed. I agree with that. Joe Black shouldn't have been in the bottom, but that's neither here nor there now.
Weird choice for that episode to go home. Agreed.
Yeah. In the US, we start with the winner's circle in the workroom. The winners are nervous and excited to be meeting what they have affectionately termed, or not so affectionately termed, the B Squad. We're getting special attention on Elliot. And they actually decided to have Elliot hide Miss Vanjie / Shangela style and listen in the back corner of the room. I love a move like that. Alex, how do you feel about putting baby in the corner?
I really liked that gag. I did think it was a little like forced Shangela moment. Like they were like, oh, let's give Elliot a moment. And it kind of just plateaued a little bit. Like didn't really go anywhere too much. But
it wasn't like an Alyssa Edwards and Fifi mirror reveal moment.
Can I just say with Elliot, it was like, hey guys, it's me, Elliot. Ow! Again.
Is anyone else annoyed with seeing Elliot with 2 toes face like every single time? Yeah, I think that I am very much annoyed. Looks like we lost Alex for a moment, but here she is.
Welcome back.
I've returned.
You've returned. So, okay, so then we get the entrance of the B Squad, and there's immediate tension between these two groups of queens, which we live for. Tina loves to stir the pot. She is asking about Elliot, trying to get those good sound bites, and for Elliot to feel like a fool behind the curtain. The queens predictably critique her fashion in the first episode, which they voted her out for. And then Elliot comes tearing around the corner and decides to come for Tamisha.
Incredible, but can we just mention how Tina Burner was shady as hell trying to stir the pot, with trying to get them to talk crap about Elliot? Oh, it's legendary.
Delightful. Absolutely delightful. What did it for me though was like Tamisha's line, like you could have gone after any one of these chihuahuas and you go after the pit bull.
I want to know why anyone would pick Tamisha to go after. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if it was clear to the girls in the workroom at the time that Tamisha was going to be the obvious fan favorite at this moment, but you're just setting yourself up to look dumb by going after Tamisha.
Yeah.
Going after mama.
You don't do that.
As a straight girl I know said to me yesterday, I would slap someone for Tamisha. I would slap a lot of people for Tamisha.
And if the straights are saying it, it must be true.
It must be true if it's made it that far. Another really cute moment is they are asking who's single, and Candy full on chases Joey around the room. I mean, hilarious.
Come here, Joey. I'm gonna eat ya.
Oh, what was that list? I'm gonna eat you right up. I'm gonna eat you up.
That's what I was getting from it, and I can say that as a fellow big girl. Okay, running around, he looked like a snack, and we've all been talking about Joey as a snack. Candy literally went after Joey, thinking she was a number 6, all beef, hold the sour cream. Let's go.
I feel that with the Diet Coke on the side.
We got a lot of single girls this season. I feel like normally everybody is pretty wifed up, but I think over half is single.
I mean, they're feeling their oats right now also because they've been quarantined.
Mm-hmm. Every episode they've talked about who's the trade, so you know.
Yeah, they're thirsty. And then we also get a cute moment though where Tina has like a cute little new take on Candy, which is cute that she and Candy are little like Kiki sisters together. They're part of like the shady corner with Gottmik, which is very fun. But then we get RuPaul entering, and we get an introduction to the Maxi Challenge. There will be no mini challenge this week, and they're giving us cheesy holiday movies in the style of the Hallmark Channel. Ru has assigned the teams to make sure that we don't get a season 6 moment where the girls from the split openings each choose themselves and we just get the same groups as last time. So we get a Valentine's Day themed mini film sketch starring Denali, Elliot with 2 T's, Kamora, and Olivia. We get a Flag Day movie with Utica, Rose, Lala, and Simone. And April Fool's Day with Gottmik, Joey, Candy, Tamisha, and Tina. So they're working on their projects. First of all, any initial thoughts on these team assignments, Alex? Where would you start?
I feel like they set some of these teams up for failure for sure. I feel like they put all of the heavy hitters in one group, really. And they kind of left the Kimura, Joey, Denali, Olivia group to fend for themselves, because there's not really a standout in that group who I'd be like, oh, they're gonna carry that scene. Every other group had one, but that was absolutely V. You are absolutely right. That was the booger group 100%.
And the problem is, like, I think Olivia or Denali would have thrived in another group, but neither of them are at the point where they are able to carry a group in an acting challenge.
Honestly, I thought it was great. Exactly what Alex was saying. I looked at that group with like Elliot, Kimura, Denali, I was like, they are going to fail. Like, before it started, I'm like, these people are just about to
doomed.
Major suck. It's gonna happen, y'all.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, when you have like the other group set up, it's so obvious that this group is gonna do the worst. There was no question in my mind. Like, I remember looking at you guys and I'm like, okay, it's gonna happen, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
We knew that the loser was probably going to come from this group. So then they get to work, though. The Valentine's Day group, Denali's telling us she has a fire under her ass and she wants to play the lead role, but also tells us that she has never acted before. And as all of us have some theater experience under our belts, that is a mistake. Why would you do, like, only someone who has never done theater before is like, I'm going to go in and do the lead role and be fine.
And honestly, Sam, in general, in Drag Race history, picking up that lead role is a mistake. You do not want to be the lead role in Drag Race history. You want to be the middle kind of small role that has a good one-liner. If you want to win this challenge, you need to be the memorable one with the funny one-liner that makes everyone crack up. If you're just a big part, it's boring.
I will say, though, and something that Sam, well, the three of us have been talking about a lot the past week is the writing on Drag Race. And it seems like they have good writers this season. I mean, we've only seen a few episodes now, but this was a well-written challenge. Mm-hmm. The writing was good. The queens were set up for success. Every single part was set up to be a successful part. And even the leads were set up to be successful, when in the past, the lead roles have just kind of been like the person who you follow and they don't really get any memorable moments. Whereas all of the leads in this could have won or could have succeeded. Mm-hmm. And you saw that within the other two groups. Yeah. Denali really kind of just took a role that could have been funny and just.
Yeah.
Denali was like a deer in headlights.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. And what I still appreciate about Denali is that she swung big.
Yeah.
You know, she's gunning for the top. She swung big and she failed. Which happens, you know, it does. Elliot's line was pretty funny. I want to play stupid because I am stupid. Oh, come on. Talking about hating Elliot's voice, which is really funny. Excuse me. Then we get into April Fool's Day. Candy claims the whoopee cushion role immediately.
Love this energy.
And everyone is kind of just like, okay, work.
She just starts highlighting the lines.
I think they're scared that Candy's going to eat them because she gives off that vibe. If you don't let me get this, I will eat you. And I love that. Big girl energy vibe. Love.
V, can you clarify what you mean by be the Aiden Zane? I really want to know.
I want to know with Aiden Zane because I don't know about that.
As somebody who, for some reason, supports Aiden Zane, I would like to know what you mean by that.
I don't know if he supports Aiden Zane. Does anyone?
I'm saying I support Aiden Zane.
Oh yeah, give us a one and done zinger.
Okay, all right,
yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Absolutely. Yep.
So next we get to the Flag Day sketch. Lala did not know that Flag Day was real. We do get sort of the stirrings of a Rosé versus Tina setup, similar to our Thorgy versus Bob rivalry, which I think is interesting. Lay the groundwork. It was going to happen somewhere with Rosé. We knew Rosé would be one of the people involved in this.
Yeah.
She would be the Thorgy, and just so happens it's Tina. So then Ru comes back while they're working. And the funniest part to me is she interviews the Flag Day girls. She interviews the April Fool's Day girls, does not interview the Valentine's Day girls on camera. What is it about?
Because RuPaul doesn't talk to boogers.
Oh, I wouldn't say they're boogers. Like,
it was the booger group.
It was the booger group.
You know what? You gotta love some boogers though. Shangela is a booger. You gotta love Shanji.
I love Shanji. So Flag Day, the sort of interview with the Flag Day group, Ru reveals that there may be very similar characters, i.e. basically the same script with slightly different alterations between each of the sketches. Utica is talking about, you know, whether it was her or Elliot who was going to go, and she gives off a really warm vibe, and Elliot gives off a cold vibe, and Elliot just gives us like the
shady.
And then Rue asks if Utica, a Seventh-day Adventist who is not supposed to smoke or drink, has ever smoked weed before. And Utica gives the funniest, the funniest sort of,
I'll never tell.
Oh my God, this series of looks
we all know
incredible.
That woman likes to smoke. Okay, we all know she can't say it.
It's her kooky cabbage.
Utica's out there smoking for Jesus. Everyone knows it.
Jesus. Smoking for Jesus. There we go.
We get to the April Fool's group. Rue asks if any of the girls have acting experience. And Candy says, I act like I like these girls here. But yes, we agree. The Utica moment was one of the best parts of the op.
I love Candy. I just have to say Candy is the queen. I feel like very similar. I get that same aura of myself that Candy has. I'm just big personality. I say what I want. If I have something to say, if I have someone to call out, I will call them out, and I do not care.
And you'll do it more than once.
And I'll do it more than once. I'll do it 45 times. I don't care if I put my point across. We all know this here. So, like, I feel like me and Candy are kind of similar.
Well, I do have some personal beef with Candy Muse. So
why? Oh, tell us, Alex. Spill the tea.
After the inauguration, the meme that swept the nation of Bernie Sanders sitting in a chair, I posted it on my Instagram story with Candy Muse's tweet over it of sitting alone in the VIP. I quoted the whole tweet over the image,
and I did this from memory.
From memory, yes. Yep. I'm at this gig right now, and everybody's wanted a photo with me, but nobody's asked how my day was. I'm sitting here in the VIP all alone, feeling lonely. This really is a lonely industry, huh? Or no, this industry really is a lonely one, huh? So I put that over the Bernie Sanders photo, and then I tagged Candy Muse in it. An hour later, Candy Muse looked at my Instagram story. I could see it on my Instagram, and then Candy Muse made her own post of that and posted it on her Instagram. So Candy Muse stole my joke. And Queen, please take everything from me. I will personally write your jokes all the time. Take anything you want. It's all yours, Queen. But Candy Muse stole my joke. So just want to say that.
Love. I would let Candy Muse steal my joke anytime.
Yes,
Candy Muse, you want this shirt? You want my hair? You want anything?
Someone's got to be the ghostwriter. Somebody's got to be the ghostwriter. Okay.
Alex 2024 after that tweet. I agree, V.
Thank you.
So then we get into actually filming the challenge. We start with the April Fool's group. Gottmik is really pushing themselves, but you can tell Gottmik does not have a lot of acting experience, but they're very energetic. You know, she's really energetic about performing the role. So, we get like the safe vibe.
And it wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't an uncomfortable performance. So
no, it was just fine. It worked. She got the job done.
She was Gottmik was really, really good. I thought Gottmik did a good job.
Yeah. Fine.
It was
as someone who was carrying the scene as the lead, work.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tamisha was getting a lot of notes and also face crack of the century when RuPaul asked Tamisha to name 5 Cher songs and she could not. And I say, I am sorry, Tamisha, but a queen of your age should be able to name 5 Cher songs. You've lived through all of the eras.
Sam.
She was born before Cher, probably. So
Sam, can you name 5 Cher songs?
No, I can't, but I haven't lived through the Sheras.
Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. Dark Lady. Strong Enough. If I could turn back time.
If I could turn back time, of course. I could do it if I like sat there and like thought
about it.
The Shoop Shoop song, honey. I got my share.
I can't
we
just
all
like rattle them off like
if I
like
could
Josh.
turn back time.
Josh, you do a legendary Cher impersonation.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Because I'm strong enough to live without you. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So then Tamisha, you can tell though, she's a workhorse. She does not get in her feelings, and she does improve over the course of the challenge. Joey is nervous but struggling through it. But Candy slays it. And she says, ballpark, out of the park, whatever the reference is, that. And I was like, I feel that, girl. Same. Big same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did y'all think about this group? Initial thoughts, Josh?
The first group, it was okay to me. I thought Candy was hilarious. Candy just worked, honey. Loved Candy, the star. Like, I'm the star. Like, literally, Candy went out there, dropped her pussy on the floor, and said, I'm gonna fucking slay this.
Candy ate tonight. Candy ate.
She ate all the other contestants, Joey first.
Yeah.
And I thought Tina did an amazing job in this. Tina was hilarious.
Yes, Tina Burner.
The first line Tina delivered where she looked dead on into the camera, we were cackling. It was great.
Mm-hmm. It was
solid performance. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And in retrospect, Tina was, I mean, I even commented on it at the time. There was something like a little weird with the writing or the energy with Gottmik. Like there was just something where Tina didn't have enough room to really flex, I felt.
Yeah. Because that was the group that had one extra person, and you could tell that Tina's role was the extra role written in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was unfortunate.
I think Tina did such a good job, though. Underrated tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought she did solid. Flag Day, Simone kills it. Simone, Factory, I died every time she said it. Rose did well. Utica didn't know her lines and got real nervous at the top, but seemed to sort of recover by the end. And Lala bombs it big time in rehearsal. Alex, thoughts on their shooting?
I thought Simone nailed this. It was very clear Simone was carrying the scene. The casting was right in this. I don't think that there was anybody who was miscast. That's who should have been each role. I don't think Rosé's performance was like crazy good. It was fine. Like she did well. Is that something I'm going to think about as much as I thought about the way
Rosé hater? Rosé hater.
Quiet, Megan.
Rosé hater.
Quiet, Megan. Someone else is talking.
Just mute Josh.
I did mute Josh. Yes.
Thank you, because I was talking. But I thought Rosé did good. But I really think that a lot that lended to Rosé was the gnome outfit and the writing. And I would have liked to have seen Rosé. I'm curious to see how Rosé will perform when Rosé doesn't have those kinds of crutches. So that's what I'm going to say for right now.
I agree. No, I agree with that completely, though. I thought the outfit did a lot of the heavy lifting for her.
Mm-hmm.
She was fine. Her timing was good. I just wasn't like impressed,
I wasn't blown away. I won't remember anything about that other than the outfit.
Same.
Yeah.
Hello, hi, my name's Megan McCain of this podcast. Y'all just hate Rosé again. Y'all just hate Rosé for no reason. Like, Rosé did a good job. I'm sorry. Rosé made me laugh. I thought Rosé's was cute tonight. Not her wardrobe at the end, but her performance was better than y'all said. And the judges obviously agree with me.
Okay, I think it's time to ask the audience. Folks at home, how did you feel about Rosé? Did you think she was blasé or flazé da? Or were you getting the same sort of eleganza, extravaganza vibes from her performance that Josh did?
To be clear, we thought it was fine. We thought it was fine.
I'm just saying, I love Rosé. Y'all just hate her. Y'all have some hate stake for Rosé. You just don't like her.
Rosé. Thank you, Juicy.
Joseph usually doesn't agree with us, so.
I'm just saying, I think you guys were hating on Rosé so bad. It's like, I like Rosé. I think Rosé is great. Was Rosé the best tonight? No, I do not think Rosé was the best. But Rose was good. Rose was definitely in the top half of people. There were a lot worse people than Rose tonight.
Oh, I agree.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah. There were worse people than Rose.
Thank you.
She was top half.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Sorry, Megan McCain signing off.
So next we have the Valentine's Day shoot. Denali struggles big time. It's kind of hard to watch. Although one of my favorite lines was fudge facking, and you can't talk about fracking on RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
As we know, RuPaul, famous fracker.
Ross famously shifts in his seat.
I would love to see if someone called RuPaul out on the fracking on the show. What would happen? That would be hilarious.
That would get ugly. I feel like that would get very ugly very quick, or they would edit it out. RuPaul would not allow herself to be seen having to confront a queen like that.
That would not be aired.
That would be leaked footage.
That would not be aired. No way.
So Kimora in a full body gets into full body pads and boobies for her green screen bodysuit that you will not see any of her body on screen, but still is just like fully woman. Does not take direction, which just makes a lot of sense.
Can we all just say it together? What she said 1, 2, 3.
I was rooting for us.
I was rooting for us. I was rooting for us.
And yes, the Nips V were legendary.
Iconic.
Those were some legendary Nips. We were getting Cauliflower Part 2, the sequel. She's a Part 2, the trequel.
Anybody who do you think that Kimora knew you would not be able to see the body yaddy yaddy?
I don't think so. Maybe she was just like, I need to get into character, and my tree is a woman.
This is my process.
Oh, shady writing, the only green screen suit role. I disagree.
Somebody's got to go home first.
I will say, Joseph, if I was in that group, that would have been the role that I wanted.
Same. That had potential to be the standout role of all 3 scenes.
That could have been an Asia O'Hara moment.
It could have been. I agree.
The jokes were really funny for that one. And the references were really funny for that one.
Kimora is just a pretty face, though, and that's it.
I have to say, it seems like green screen, like a green screen bodysuit, is death to an Asian queen named Kimora on RuPaul's Drag Race, because now we have seen 2 Kimoras do sort of a floating head bit and subsequently go home.
Yeah.
Shout out to Princess Banana Lady.
That's very true, V.
Yeah. Very dad jokey.
I love it.
That role was really set up to be successful. So it shows Kimora really did get in her head there. Because I want to believe in Kimora, but it was just not cute.
Girl, you're missing the ball and it's nailed to the bat.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel bad. Kimora was just like, just got run over by a train. Like, that's what Kimora was.
She didn't, though, because there was no major competition on her team. No. She laid down on the tracks. So,
like, who else was on? Like, Elliot's performance was awkward as fuck.
But it was perfectly Elliot, because Elliot is in fact ditzy and airheaded.
But it wasn't a performance. It was just Elliot saying lines.
Elliot being Elliot.
It wasn't good.
Like,
you were the worst on a team of losers, Kimora. I'm sorry, girl, but it was rough.
It was bad.
And you had the best role.
Yeah. Not good.
We get back to the workroom. Candy is pulling together a look last minute with Gottmik and Tina. They're calling themselves the Shade Monsters. We get the story of Simone's first time in drag being prom. Yes, Olivia was the closest to being the best out of that group, though, Viva. I agree with you. Simone's first time in drag was her prom, which was the cutest moment. She looked great.
Amazing.
I mean, wow. How empowering.
Yeah.
Misha talks about her biological children with 2 baby mamas and that she didn't know she was gay until, was it after high school? I think she had all 3 of her children in high school.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds
one of
like.
her kids is 35.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
because she came out when she was 20, so she has to have been in her teens when she had her children.
But it was so cute. Her drag name comes from her biological daughter.
Really cool.
That was my first moment of tears this episode. I cried at that. So, and everyone who has watched our podcast knows that I cry every episode of Drag Race. Famous. That is what got me.
Yeah.
Alex, my question, what was the biggest cry for you ever in the history of Drag Race?
But my biggest cry ever in Drag Race is definitely this is hard. I think
Priyanka win was a big cry.
That can't
Priyanka was a big cry for you.
Oh, you were with me. I sobbed. I sobbed. But honestly, my biggest drag cry period was Saint Lucia. And you saw me. I was a fucking mess.
Oh yeah, Saint was
you
great.
Definitely were, but this is me, Paul Joyner.
Yep. Okay, Paul, we're getting there, honey. We're Tuesday says hi to Priyanka. Agreed. Okay, so now we are into the runway. Denali comes out with a killer Quetzal look. As a child that was obsessed with history, I got the reference immediately. I thought it was cute. It was Latina. It was
Tropicana.
I mean, it had cultural, like interesting cultural touch points, which I thought was really cool.
It's very bird.
Olivia comes out in a Beethoven chic look. Elliot comes out in a terrible bodysuit with ruffles stapled to the back. That was tulle. That was tulle stapled onto a bodysuit.
I think Elliot's was just basic. It was literally, bodysuit taped to the back with the train. Nothing special.
That was not it. You could buy that bodysuit at Janet's Closet downriver, honey.
And then staple some tulle from Joanne's fabric onto the back.
Right.
No, that was not the tea. Uncomfortable. No.
Two toes and a terrible train. Agreed.
Yes.
I did want to talk really quick also about Denali. Sam, Denali was doing like a bird type thing, and I love the colors. I love the look. Denali's look tonight was one of my favorite looks tonight.
It was really good.
Yeah,
it wasn't the best, but it was really good.
So then we get Kimura comes out in a stunning golden dragon gown. It has the dragon heads on the shoulders, sort of a little bit of camp coming down the back with some golden spikes, the train. It was, in my opinion, one of the best gowns we've ever had on Drag Race before.
I would say definitely top 10 gowns, possibly top like 7 to 5.
Yeah.
Because it was stunning. That outfit was flawless. There was nothing wrong with it. And anybody who says there was is stupid and wrong. So
I thought it was incredible. Yeah. I mean, I'd put a detox outfit way ahead of it, but I thought it was really good.
We're saying gown, specifically gowns, not look, gowns.
Yeah, I would say I thought it was beautiful. I think she looks great. She didn't make it, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And she looked right. The body was right. The hair was right. Nothing was wrong. She looked amazing.
So next we get into probably one of the most legendary looks we've seen on the Drag Race stage. Yet again from Simone. Big winner energy. Comes in with her do-rag as her train with this like blue and pink silky number. I mean,
come on. Shut the fuck up.
All hail.
Incredible. But like, guys, are we expecting anything different? Simone has been slaying every episode since Run 1. We were talking about this. Which way is Simone going to go? Is Simone going to... Me and Alex and me were talking about this mainly. Is Simone going to go the Gigi Good route, like her sister, and start off really high and fall later into the game? Or is Simone going to be a Bianca Del Rio and just
Sharon Needles
the competition?
Yeah, that's what we were saying while we were watching, is because I'm not getting like a bob sweep. I'm not getting a bob sweep from Simone. I'm not getting a Bianca sweep from Simone. I'm getting more of like a clear winner from the beginning, kind of Sharon Needles vibe, you know?
Mhm.
I do think Simone will have to lip sync at some point. I can see it. I don't know why. I could be wrong, but I think it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll happen once, maybe twice. Who knows?
And Simone, with Lonnie Love's comment, brought her house. She cleared things with her house in Detroit because Gigi Goode famously took a big old dump on Detroit last season. And
Gigi Goode is not welcome here.
Gigi Goode is not welcome here.
Unless Gigi Goode like makes some hit song about Detroit. Come on, Gigi Goode, make a song.
I absolutely agree, Prince. Hashtag Black excellence all the way. I mean, it was
stunning.
Unapologetically Black. It was fashion. It was everything. I've never seen anything like it.
It was innovative, but also we understood who this person was. Like I knew exactly what Simone was going for. And the photo, if y'all follow Simone on Instagram, or if you don't, highly suggest looking. The photos that Simone has posted of this outfit are amazing and really show the full story of this look. And I highly recommend looking at the photos.
And what I loved is it was just so outside the box. And that's what Simone has done every episode, like with the Polaroids, like everything, the TKO outfit, everything Simone's bringing to the table is something we haven't seen before. And it's incredible.
Fierce.
It's so good. Simone is a shining bright star. So
same.
Christina, hi Christina, love you.
I agree, Christina. I was mad and I made a big Facebook status about it.
Yeah. Don't talk bad about Detroit. So moving on though, next we get to Lala, who has sort of her Mortal Kombat snake print look. I'm just across Drag Race franchises, I'm getting a lot of Mortal Kombat vibes recently.
I know.
And I'm not tired of it though. But Lala's was aight. It was aight.
It's because the mask. It's because wearing masks now. It's very Mortal Kombat. A lot of them had masks on covering their face back in the Mortal Kombat days. That's why it's kind of a thing now. That makes sense.
I feel that.
I really liked Lala's outfit. I thought it was fashion. I thought it was cool. Yeah. I think the reason why Lala's outfits are not like a slam dunk is because Lala kind of works in a earth tones palette a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's especially on Drag Race when you're going up against like Denali's outfit, Simone's outfit, Kimura's outfit, those muted colors that are more like natural woman don't come off as much as, as beauty, especially through our televisions. And I think that look was probably more of a gag in person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it was amazing, but it was.
I think with
Lala,
Lala, cool. Good. With Lala, my issues with most of her outfits really has come down to fabric choice.
Yeah.
It's not silhouette ever. It's just consistently weird fabric choice.
Yeah. I'd like to see her in a look more similar to her promo look, where she's using, more like color blocking and interesting colors like that. And I hope we get to see something like that soon.
Yeah.
She looks stunning in the pastel colors. So
I agree.
I agree too. I think that I like the mesh she did this time. I do think still that she reminds me a lot of Monet, has that personality, but isn't bringing it as much on the wardrobe. But I think she can make it work. And that's the thing. I think she has that personality that can really take her farther in this competition.
Yeah. So next we get into Utica with the Carol Burnett inspired Gone with the Window look. Now, last week we did say famously that it is never a good idea to do a hair challenge when no hair challenge has been issued. However, a Gone with the Window curtains look is always fun.
Incredible.
Always welcomed.
Always welcomed.
So
a curtain rod. Give me a curtain rod any day of the week. I'm here for it. It's camp. It was purple. It was silky. It was gorgeous. I lived. Yeah.
No complaints. She looked great.
Complaints.
Wait, can I comment really quick? I really wanted to.
Go for it.
Yeah, so my favorite part is just we talk about this in Untucked. We can talk about it because I have to with her outfit now, but like her trying to get out the door in that outfit was incredible.
So good. Seeing her trying to like navigate corners, doorways. because Utica's a large queen already. Like, she's just a long, big, gangly queen. And then you give her an extra, like, what, at least 2-3 foot extension on either side of her shoulders with that curtain rod.
Well as a circumference around her with the skirt.
Oh my God, with the hoop skirt.
It was great. It was
hilarious.
Rosé gives us the, like, democratic suit version of what she wore last week. It was bad. I hated it.
Josh,
I'll comment. I'm going to comment on this, y'all. Drum roll, please. Okay. I agree with you guys on the outfit. Okay. So I wasn't a big fan on the outfit. I do think it was repetitive of last week. And y'all know I am like Rosé's number one. I'm like the Penelope taint to Rosé, how she is to Amanda. For any Amanda show watchers out there that are also probably my age would understand that y'all are too young, but other people might get that.
Please.
You know I was watching the Amanda show.
Okay, good. Because, like, I don't know if you guys got that, but
my first crush was Amanda Bynes on the Amanda show.
Yeah,
my
me
first
too.
celebrity crush.
Okay.
That's how I knew I was gay.
That's how I also, in a weird way, knew I was gay.
Oh my God.
In the words of V. Martin and Penelope, meh.
Okay. But I agree, it wasn't her best. It wasn't, she could have done way more. She could have been better, and she has that potential to be better. She got that money, honey. She can make some good outfits, and she didn't work it.
I feel like, and we'll know this in episodes to come, I feel like Rosé was not planning on those outfits going back to back. And we'll know if we get more things with this similar material, with that similar silhouette. But it's weird. It's a weird choice.
True.
Because as much as I have issues with Rosé is stunningly gorgeous. Yeah. Rosé is a beautiful queen. Rosé knows how to pad. Rosé has beautiful outfits. Rosé has one of the best designers in New York. I talk about Florence Dilly all the time. I'm just like, why is Rosé making these weird choices on the runway when we know that Rosé is capable of doing better?
And your gal Christina says, Rosé's outfits don't bother me as much as her 5 o'clock shadow. She is one of my faves, but hashtag color corrector girl.
Thank you, Christina, for being on the Rosé train with me. Love.
She was like at the station. She was not left on the train with me.
Who else had that really bad, like, shadow, like the 5 o'clock
Jackie
shadow?
Cox, Chandra.
No, Candy Ho. Yes. I see beard.
Willem.
Willem.
Yeah. Willem beard.
Rosé for me, it looked to me almost as if she had like fallen backwards onto Bianca Del Rio and they just sort of stapled them together.
Yes.
Like it was weird. It was weird to me. I didn't get it. And not like a fun weird or whimsical.
And later in Untucked, we see that the tulle on the back was a belt. So that was just a pantsuit that she put the tulle on, similar to what Elliot did. So it was just like a weird choice for me all around.
Yeah.
Just weird. Weird.
So next we have Tina, who comes out in a train conductor look. I wanted her to win for that look alone.
Loved it.
Oh my God, I was obsessed.
It was so much like a box. And Sam, you were wanting that. Someone, you're like, I want someone to come out dressed up as a train. I want someone to take it the other route. And Tina did. And she
when RuPaul said that the challenge was trains, I literally said, like a choo-choo train, and Sam had to correct me and say, no, Alex, like trains on the floor. And I was like, oh. So the fact that not more people literally were choo-choo trains is shocking to me.
You know what I would have done?
What would you have done, Josh?
This is my dirty side, okay? I would have like taken a bunch of blow-up dolls and attached them to me like running a train. Do you get like made an outfit?
I knew that's where you were gonna go. I just
a bunch of blow-up dolls. That would have been funny. I would have loved. That's funny. Running a train.
Turn around. You got some. You got tally marks on your back.
I think that's hilarious.
Oh my God.
So next we get into Joey J. Best she's looked all season, serving us an S&M look with a high red pony. But the real statement on this piece is the mouth with a huge tongue, a huge red silk train tongue with like a tongue piercing, like a big little like stud on the back. it was fun. It was whimsical.
Cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It was her best look so far, in my
Mhm.
opinion. And she didn't wear. She wore a wig.
She wore a wig.
And Joey also said that she made that look herself.
Yeah, and it was
So it
fierce.
worked. There was something a little weird with the boots for me.
And the hood. It was a little crunchy around the
There was
edges.
like a bit of a fit issue. I feel like Joey does construct, but I don't think Joey is the best at constructing for her body yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Joey has the creativity there, but just maybe not the execution. And that's why we got like a little bit of like, weird fit. But other than that, the look was super cool, super, I loved it. I'd love to wear that.
Totally. Moving on. Candy had her very it was basic. It was a red velvet look. She looked really pretty, but it was messy around the corners.
Messy. It was sloppy. You could see her cincher. It was up way too high. It was barely a train. No, ma'am, that was not the look.
It wasn't.
No, I wasn't impressed. It was so basic.
No. And then Tamisha comes out in a hot pink number. It's what Tamisha's been giving us. It's simple. It's fine. It gets the job done. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just fine. She looks
there.
Like a
she
really
like
good
Tamisha
local
Aman, which is great.
So then we get into the challenge. First we get the Valentine's Day group. To me, in this beginning part, Denali fine, Olivia fine, Elliot fine, Kimora real bad.
I was like, shriek.
Did y'all have any thoughts? Very silky, as in nutmeg ganache with the candy look. I agree.
Yes.
Blandy. Oh, Candy Blandy. Wait, busted face on Blandy.
Her lipstick was weird. Her makeup was weird.
I thought it was fine.
She looked fine, but we know Candy can paint better than that.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, V. I didn't think it was I don't think it was the worst makeup we've seen on Drag Race or anything, but it was just not up to Candy's normal look.
Yeah.
Because Candy seems very delicate, and that was not it.
Once we saw, though, these challenges, Josh, were there any standout good or bad moments for you for the Valentine's Day team?
For the Valentine's Day team, I said Olivia, okay. Denali was kind of awful. She was kind of just like a deer in headlights. Elliot was an airhead because Elliot's an airhead. That's what I said. And I said Kimora was like nails to a chalkboard. Horrible. Horrifying.
Alex, any standout moments for you from that challenge?
I don't know what more I can say. It's literally just exactly what we thought it'd be from the rehearsal.
Except Jeffrey Boyer Chapman
was there. Did they not know that we all hate Jeffrey Boyer Chapman?
I feel like we all loved Jeffrey Boyer Chapman until RuPaul's Drag Race was like, we're going to make Jeffrey Boyer Chapman happen.
No.
And it just has ruined JBC for all of us, which is a real shame. Because I loved him.
I just don't like how he treated Jimbo.
I don't like how he treated anyone. And
that time that Jeffrey Boyer Chapman had that eye makeup will live in my mind rent free as a nightmare forever.
Yeah, that's an anxiety moment.
No.
So then we get into the Flag Day God Loves Flags challenge. Simone slays it. The rest of her team, in my opinion, is fine.
Yeah.
That would be Lala, Utica, and Rose. Yeah. Everyone does sort of just fine to me.
Agreed.
Especially in comparison to Simone. It was the Simone show and everyone else was there.
R.I.P. Yeah. R.I.P. everyone who has to compete against Rose in this moment, or compete against Simone in this moment. I don't care about Rose. April Fool's Day team. Tina is sort of a standout, but like we said earlier, there was something a little weird with the writing.
Yeah.
Candy slays it, and Tamisha slays it as well.
Yeah. Because we didn't know if Tamisha would do well from what we saw of the editing in the beginning. But by the end of it, Tamisha was one of my favorite performances of that group.
Yeah. And Prince, I just want to bring it back one more time because I love it so much. Factory. Josh, give me your best Simone Factory.
Factory.
Okay, Alex.
Victory.
Factory.
Oh, it's too fun. So we get into the tops and bottoms. We find out that our top players are going to be Simone, Rosé, and Candy. And our bottoms are Kimora, Lala, and Denali, Kimora, and Lala.
Yeah.
Our winner is the judges pretty much fell in line. I was surprised by how much the judges liked Rosé.
Guys, I was shocked that Tina Burner was not in the top 3.
I know.
Was shocked. And I'm going to tell you who shouldn't have been, and it is Rosé. Rosé should not have been in the top 3. I think that Tina Burner should have been in the top 3. Hands down. No.
Josh, I 100% agree with you there. I do think Rosé would fall in that 4th place.
Yeah.
I did not think Rosé did bad. I just don't think Rosé was top 3. I think Tina should have been there because of Tina's look and because Tina turned it out on a part that was honestly trash. She turned a trash role into memorable moments, and Tina deserved to be there. And Rosé looked like garbage on the runway. So
yeah, I decided to take off my Meghan McCain hat for this later part because I agree with you.
Since your girl Rosé wore a Democratic suit on the stage and stapled Bianca Del Rio to it.
First of all, I'm a Democrat here. I'm just joking because these two usually disagree with me on everything. So
but me and Sam are avid Republicans.
Ew, stop. Guys, we don't talk politics.
Oh my God. Would you like to see my photo with former Wisconsin governor and presidential candidate Scott Walker? Oh Lord. My favorite moment though from the judges interview with the tops and bottoms and feedback, when they said Candy's look was too simple and she goes, well, I tried to pull it down, but then you were going to see my beef tenderonis and this is the family show.
Work, girl.
Work your beef tenderonis, girl.
Work.
The winner, unsurprisingly, is Simone. Runners up are Rosé and Candy. Bottom 3, we get Lala, Denali, and Kimora. And we knew that it was going to be Kimora and one of these other 2 queens. And Lala and Denali both know how to slay a lip sync. It was a Charlie Hides moment. You know, it was a Tammy Brown versus Akasha. It was a murder.
Absolutely, Simone, by a landslide. It would have been we would have been shook if anyone else won.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I loved the song? I'm like still kind of singing.
Yes, 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters.
I don't know, but I'm obsessed with that. It's like my 90s dance music.
It was very fun.
But that lip sync was everything on one side. It was kind of iconic in the fact that Kimora was doing so bad. And Denali was slaying her. Like, Kimora's like,
and she was moving it down.
I know. I don't think Kimora would have stood a chance no matter what she was wearing, but I would have liked to have seen what Kimora would have done if she had not been in such a restrictive dress. I just want to know how she performs.
But she told us going into the season that she does not dance.
No.
She does not buck.
She's a part-time drag queen. She does 2 days a month.
But it's not that she doesn't even she isn't practicing. She just
doesn't do that.
She doesn't do that, which is fine, just not on Drag Race. Christina, though, I absolutely agree with you. Like, at least walk around the stage, girl. And she gave us that. She smiled. She toughed it out. We respect it. You know, she went down. She knew it was over, but she went down respectably.
Literally at the end of the lip sync, Kimora claps for Denali.
Yep. And there was no deliberation. There was literally no deliberation. Everyone knew the result. Like, they finished that lip sync, and Ru was like, "Wow, Denali, you were great." Ru literally says,
anyone else who goes up against you is screwed, Denali.
I pity the fool who has to go up against you, while Kimora is still on the stage. Like, Jigsaw Ru continues this season. Untucked. So then we get into Untucked. No seriously crazy moments in Untucked. Lots of delusion from some of these baby queens. I love you, Olivia, but it was a little delusional tonight. Kimura's sort of
Utica was delusional too.
Yeah, a lot of them were delusional about their performance.
Guys, this star of Untucked was definitely Candy Muse.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Oh,
No
so funny.
question.
And Candy's not being a bitch. She's just being honest in all this.
Being honest, reading everybody fulfilled. Elliot, you don't deserve to be here. Elliot, you should have been at the bottom. Sorry.
It's very like Evie Oddly meets Miss Vanjie Mateo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
anybody else who would have just been attacking a girl all episode essentially would have been read to filth, but Candy did it in a way that was not like bullying, honestly. Like I did not feel that Candy was attacking Elliot. I felt like Candy was just being honest because no one else was saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one else was being honest and saying how they felt. And Candy's like, we're in Untucked. Let's say how we feel.
Yeah.
Just because they're not giving us alcohol anymore doesn't mean we can't say our fucking opinions.
Yeah. And the thing for me about all of it is that, I mean, Candy could have gone after any number of girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she picked Elliot that episode, but like there were multiple girls who deserved to have that talk. Sorry about it, but Elliot had the worst look out of all of those girls who deserved that talk.
I don't know why Elliot's still in the competition, honestly. I think Elliot should have been first now. Well, Kimura's bad. So Elliot
will go soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot,
surprise, Elliot's the winner.
Elliot is the Aiden Zane this season, in my opinion.
No, don't put some respect on Aiden Zane's mouth.
Thank you, Christina. I was saying the same thing.
Yep. We were trying to figure out why they were wearing face shields outside. We think it may have had to do something with sound, but who really knows? Now I will say I had a real Rosé moment when she was talking to Denali, and she was like, Denali, you slayed me. Just go out there and do that again. Mm-hmm. And Rosé, I thought it was a very human moment from Rosé, which we haven't really seen yet.
Yeah.
Rosé's always been very calculated, and she lost me again at the end where she was like, you have to do this for me.
You could tell that she realized she was being too human and then had to be like, but wait, this is my drag race moment to be the supportive friend. Mm-hmm. It was just like, it just went on too long and got too weird and calculated by the end of it. But I do think at the beginning it was a genuine interaction.
I just have to say, for 3 seconds, y'all disagreed on something. You guys did for 3 seconds.
We did. We disagreed for 3 seconds.
You did.
So, my favorite moment, though, was Denali and Kimura having their emotional chat together. And it was a real bitch, we're from Chicago sort of moment. Like the whole let's do it for Chicago and all. But I mean, it was very that. It was cute. It was fun. But now I think it's time to bring on our special guest and talk about our superlatives this episode.
Yes! Oh!
Let's all put your hands together for V. Martin.
Yay!
Hey!
What's
Sweet
up?
baby, how are you?
Oh my God, I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing just dandy, thank you. Titillated that you're here this evening.
Splendid.
Okay, so I also love we got the ladies on top this time.
About damn time.
Wow. So okay. So first we're getting into our superlatives. We're gonna get our best in show. V, I'm gonna go to you first. Can you also, I know you've been commenting throughout, but do you just want to give me like your sort of take on this episode? Any big moments for you? Anything that you really loved?
Well, obviously we're going to start out with best in shows. So we have to start out with Factory and Do-Rag.
No. Give us the best Factory.
Factory.
Incredible.
Because I'm simping so hard for Simone all throughout all of this. And as Alex knows, I've obviously put Simone in my top 3 on my fantasy league pretty much since like, I don't know, probably day 2. Yeah. I think day 1 I was sleeping on her, but day 2 was when I finally woke up from, my slumber. But Jesus Christ,
she just woke you up.
Yes, honestly, that's really what it is. I am just eating up whatever she is serving me.
I love it. And I feel like that's probably across the board. Alex, are you giving me a Simone Best in Show?
You know it. I mean, how can you not after our first, dare I say, iconic line of the season, Factory.
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 Josh, you feeling the same way, baby?
Obviously, Rose, no joking. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. I honestly
don't believe this
my best in show right now is the screens with 4 people on it because I look so much better with 4 than I do with 3. Yes, love. No,
I'm like hiding here under the banner. I'm like trying to get half a screen going.
Here, Sam. I can change that. I think. Well, we'll change it for next time. We'll learn it.
You get full space next time, Sam.
Anyway, top best in show. I would definitely say Simone's. It's obvious, but close runner-up, I still think Tina Burner slayed tonight, and I think Tina Burner deserves some recognition tonight.
I agree absolutely. But yeah, no, it's clearly Simone. So next we are going to get.
But wait.
I
do have to say this because I put this in my notes. Can we just talk about the gnome for a minute? Because honestly, I would actually have to say, Josh, hello, I'm here to support your Rose comment in the stand. Okay, but Rose's gnome, especially in the practice round when she said something about a non-binary gnome, and I was here for it. I was clapping, I was hooting, I was clucking and bucking, if you would.
I was okay, but V, do you understand what Alex and I are saying with how
they don't understand?
Josh, quiet, please. Do you understand what Alex and I are saying when we say that we think the outfit sort of carried Rose?
100,000%, totally 100,000%.
Which, I mean, work, you know?
No, Josh, I'm meeting you halfway. Give me a break, okay?
So next we get into our dark horses of the competition. And I'd actually like to start with, but yes. Wait, Paul, I don't know what the breathtaking part was. Probably the non-binary gnome. I'm into it. So next we get into our dark horse, though. Who is surprising you this episode? Josh, I'd like to start with you. Who are you surprised by?
Who am I surprised by? I feel like, why can't I think? Denali. Denali I'm surprised by. Okay, you know what? Denali didn't do the best in the challenge, but Denali has shown some sides to her that is so good. Like, she's killed lip syncs. She won her, like, a first challenge. We went into this thinking that Denali was going to be middle of the road, like, kind of towards the bottom. But, like, Denali's kind of proven it. I know she was bottom, but she killed that lip sync. Yeah. So Denali would be the person who's impressing me most.
Yeah.
What is the next one?
Dark horse.
Dark horse.
Alex, who's your dark horse?
So this will probably be the shock of the episode, but my dark horse is Rose, because I have been a notorious not Rose fan, but I was surprised at Rose's untucked moment of being genuinely human for all of 5 seconds. So I am shocked, and if we can get more of that Rose, I think Rose can be a fierce competitor in this. If Rose can bring more of that person and less of the I need to be a Rue girl person. So that is why, for me, Rose is the dark horse of this episode.
Welcome to the right side of history.
I'm still not here for it, but I'm surprised.
V, who is your dark horse this episode?
Okay, so I'm actually really excited because I feel like we're all going in opposite directions, which kind of, I guess, makes it spicy for the next few episodes. But I'm going with Tamisha Iman because honestly, I mean, okay, so the runway wasn't really doing it for me, but I'm not going to lie. That share thing, whatever you want to call that, I was here for it. I was eating it up again. I just love her. I love her story. She's got me hook, line, and sinker. And I mean, maybe I didn't like the runway, but I do really appreciate that she still made that look. And that's talent right there. You can't knock it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she's about to bring it. And I also put Olivia on there because Olivia during the acting challenge still had me cracking up. I love her. Again, not a strong runway look. I get it. It's fine, but I don't
know.
I was still cracking up.
I liked it a lot.
I mean, it was fine.
Okay. It was okay.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Gaga-esque. It was kind of
It
like
was
a Gaga.
unexpected.
I got Gaga.
I got Beethoven.
Gaga Beethoven.
Oh, I mean, no, I was totally, like
Honey,
Gaga performing at Beethoven's inauguration or
Yeah.
something.
Sissy got Bach.
Sissy that Bach.
Okay, but wait, me and Beethoven have the same birthday. Just spoiler alert.
Hot. We love to see it. But V, I think I'm going to jump in with you on this one. I think Tamisha is still the dark horse for me. I am just week after week surprised, shocked, delighted by Tamisha Iman. Consistently turning it out, showing that she is a workhorse, where you saw a lot of the younger queens get in their heads and not really recover or get saved by the edit. Whereas Tamisha dug her heels in and did the work.
Yeah.
She got some good takes. Good for you,
Very
girl.
rarely do the queens take the critiques and actually change their performance that much.
Mm-hmm.
So work, girl.
Work, girl. And finally, our Hot Mess Express Wendy Williams Award of the episode.
I'm a native New Yorker.
Alex, I would love to start with you for this one.
Okay. So my hot mess for this episode, I mean, it would be Kimura, but I cannot because in good conscience because of that runway. It was amazing. So I do have to give this to Elliot because what the fuck was that runway, girl? Like, have you ever seen like one of those like comforters when you have like a duvet and you take the duvet cover off the duvet and you gotta like shake your duvet out? That's what the train looked like. It looked like you were shaking out your IKEA duvet because you just bought yourself a new one. Like,
Oh my God.
no, I could not handle that runway. It was basic as fuck, and I can't. Like, was she like the worst of the episode? I guess not, but I can't give Kimura the bottom because her runway was too fierce. Anybody who has an iconic dress, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't give you the bottom. I can't give you the bottom.
I feel you there. Josh, who was your Hot Mess Express Wendy Williams Award for the episode?
Before I get into it, hi Chantel, how are you? We love you. Rose gave Janelle the pep talk. That is what changed Alex and Sam's minds for 5 seconds. Chantel, it was my favorite part.
5 whole seconds.
5 whole seconds.
Rose is on what 10% now, so it's good. My Wendy Williams. Yes, my Wendy Williams award is going to go to Elliot. Ow, because Elliot makes that sound. Oh, and I just think Elliot is just weak. Elliot like shouldn't be there. I'm sorry, Elliot. Elliot just shouldn't be there. I'm sorry, Elliot. They should have had a cast of 12. Sorry about it. Like, nah. I mean, kind of cute as a boy, like that. Gives the own noise. Hey guys, it's Elliot. Oh, like no, but I just.
But yes, I'm very confused.
No.
Anyway, away from Josh's psychosexual breakdown, V, who was your Hot Mess Wendy Williams Award for the episode?
Oh my God, I was rooting for us. I mean, like, it's really hard not to. Come on. Like, you had 20 times. I'm sitting there, like, with a nice little stoned buzz on, and I'm just like, girl, what? I mean, I could not keep it together. So obviously, like, that dead giveaway, right? Obviously, like Alex said, it's kind of a low blow to give it to her because the dress, that was the save. But I don't know. It's probably another tie between Elliot with 2 toes and no brain. And then Candy's runway for me. I'm sorry, y'all were over here saying, the makeup and the hair wasn't that bad. I was like, are y'all looking at the same girl?
I disagree with us all day, V. Please do.
We live for
hear it.
Okay, the bodysuit, cheap. I see in the panties underneath. Girl, keep it together. Like, I cannot with those stupid dollar store sheets tucked into the back calling that shit a train. Sorry, can I even say that?
You absolutely can, and we live for it.
Okay, but also, shoot, she was looking like Sloth with that hair and makeup combo. I'm sorry. Like, Candy Muse, I am rooting for you all day, honey, but like that look sent me to the moon. I was just like, she took a break this week.
That outfit makes me, especially since V and I are in the same fantasy league. Next week for our ball, I will not be putting candy in my dress.
No, exactly. Oh, that
Unless
was
she pulls
rough.
an Adora moment, it's not going to be cute.
But honestly, the Elliot with two toes and that whole like looking like a Kleenex box exploded after my first day of allergies in hay fever season, like I could not. And that she embarrassed Meryl Streep's name by throwing that out there for that wig. I'm like, that looked like a light bulb, and I'm like, I have not seen it go off yet. You have not hit the name.
V, go look at the pictures that Candy posted on Instagram of that look, because it's like night and day. Like, they look like two different outfits, really.
Oh,
like,
no,
go look
really?
at the pictures and then message me and let me know.
Oh no, right here. What? No, girl. Like, I'm sorry. That wig, yes, 100%. Your forehead doesn't. I don't even know. She was doing something weird today. The mug was just not. Okay, so Sam was very right when he said the mug was looking a lot like Miss Vanjie with that whole thing. That thick eyeliner, I totally remember Vanjie did that. No.
I was not as angry about it, but my hot mess express for the episode, without a doubt, is Jeffrey Boyer Chapman. Get off of my TV screen. I am done with you, JBC. I loved you. I watched you in Unreal. I cheered for you and your career. You broke my heart. You cold, dead man. Oh, JBC. I'm so upset. Also, your terrible Prince impersonation where you didn't bother doing any impersonating.
Just
it was fun for a moment until you spoke. I was hoping just for a moment. I was like, oh, Big Frida, no. But also the fact that RuPaul just did not acknowledge that JBC was anywhere in the episode. I mean, wild. I don't know what's going on.
Because she was also fracking embarrassed for herself for putting that on us.
Yeah. We were all rooting for you, JBC.
No, we weren't.
The real comment MVP right there.
We really were.
Best comment of the episode. Thank you, Joseph.
Oh, God. Okay. I was rooting for us, JBC. Anyway, y'all, this has been a really fun episode. It's been a great time. I love y'all. Now it's that time of the show where we plug ourselves. V, plug yourself.
Hey, so I'm V Martin. You can follow me on Instagram at VCutsDetroit. I'm also on TikTok as Harry Gay Mother. So I don't know. I'm kind of getting into that. Check me out.
And also I will say that V is an extraordinary barber. Has been my barber for 3 years now, I believe. 4 years. So
2, 3.
And Josh's as well. Yep. So if you live in the Ferndale area, greater Ferndale area, V is worth the drive, even if you don't. But now you're setting up in Hazel Park, right?
Yeah, making the move. Actually, today was my last day at the Ferndale shop. So next week I will be in Hazel Park at Shawmut Brothers.
I will say V is Edward Scissorhands in a damn good way. Mm-hmm. Incredible.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, baby.
Oh my God, and thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it was such a pleasure. So much fun. I love this. I love having you on. Alex, plug yourself.
You can probably find me if you look up Alex Knows It All on anything. So yeah, follow me.
Josh?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mendels8, everybody.
And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at sammeiercomedy. Folks, thank you for joining us today. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at Couch Potato Queens so you can stay up to date with all of our podcasts. We got Survivor, and we have a lot of exciting guests coming up soon.
Really big ones.
We are launching Bravo. Alex is hosting a Bachelor podcast. We are rapidly expanding our network, and we are producing some really great content. So please like this video, subscribe, and get all the updates from Couch Potato Queens. Remember, everyone, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. We love you.
Bye.
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 Good night.
Bye.